Okay, we're back. Screen Team, KWOC, all about movie reviews. We do a lot of different kind of movie reviews. We'll do reviews of movies in the theater, movies on DVD, and a lot of the movies we do are our own personal favorites. And Maisha has given us 3 of her personal favorites for today. And this next one I know you really, really like. It's called Girl Interrupted, correct?
I love this movie.
Okay, first off, this movie has to do with crazy people, correct?
Yes.
And you love it.
I do. I never said I was sane. I mean, what is normal?
That's a very, very good point. Very good point. Let's talk about the movie. It stars Winona Ryder. And when we first get to know her, she seems, I don't even know how to describe her, but she seems depressed.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to really fit in anywhere, not with her parents, not at school. Doesn't seem to have very many friends.
She's a loner.
Very much so. Everybody's worried about her. She pulls a couple of stunts that really concern her family, and they suggest that she be put in a mental institute. Mm-hmm. Correct? She agrees, and she goes in, and then we meet a whole bunch of other interesting characters.
Oh, I wouldn't. Interesting is a good word for it.
One of those being Angelina Jolie's character, which we'll talk more about her in a second. But what is it about this film that intrigues your curiosity?
You know, I could say I don't remember even how old I was when I first saw this movie, but it intrigues me because you have this vast array of characters inside of this, I guess, a crazy home, really. And some of them, are they really crazy, or is it just that your family doesn't know how to deal with you?
Right.
Or, I mean, I just like the dynamics. I like the reality of it. And I like to see how they treated people with mental illnesses way back when, especially women. It was almost in a family setting, oh, you don't fit in. We need to put you away. We're just not going to talk about it. We're going to act like you just were gone on vacation and then you can come home. I mean, I was a teenager, I know, when I saw this movie, and for one, I'm a huge Angelina Jolie fan, and I really like Winona Ryder. She just kept it very real, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm crazy, folks.
I don't think so. I think it's a very, very good movie. I really do. Angelina Jolie did so well. She won Best Supporting Actress for her portrayal, and she's definitely the firecracker in this film.
She's a whole box of fireworks.
Yes, she is. She gets in trouble. She gets the other patients in trouble a lot in this film, and she doesn't have really high regard for authority in this film at all.
I don't think she has high regard for humanity, really.
Yeah.
In this film. I mean, I think the shock treatments that, she's put through, and she's just in there, just that room, she's just screaming in this one scene, and I don't know, it just makes the hair on my arm stand.
Yeah.
I can imagine having to be shocked because you're acting crazy.
Yeah.
She doesn't have regard for people. She doesn't have any remorse. And I think if you really look at your life, who you've encountered, everyone has encountered someone on some scale like Angelina Jolie's character.
Yeah.
That just, they don't care who they hurt. That's
very,
just
very true.
it. And I like the blonde hair they put on Angelina Jolie. It completely washed her face out.
Yeah.
She really looked to me like a psychopath in this movie. But she's so enigmatic and charismatic that she drew everybody in while at the same time keeping everybody out.
Yeah. So well done. That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Winona Ryder's character, when she's in the hospital, she's having a hard time trying to find which direction she wants to go in. Does she stay with the other patients and act that kind of unhealthy lifestyle where she's not taking her medicine, she's not really cooperating with the therapy that they're trying to help her with, or does she kind of isolate her friends and try to go down that path to make her healthy? And I thought that was the most interesting aspect of the film was watching Winona Ryder kind of get torn between, do I go here with the other patients? Do I go into this world of craziness? Or do I go into the world where I try to make myself better and try to go back into
society?
Yeah.
Well, I think that the dichotomy of Winona Ryder's character was the fact that she was promiscuous, But while you're out in society, you're the crazy one. But when you're really not crazy
Mm-hmm.
and you're in a hospital with legit crazy people, now you're the normal one.
Yeah.
And so it's, do I stay and be seen as the normal out of what's crazy? Or do I try to fix myself and just reassimilate back into society?
Yeah. And those are the questions she has to face.
And I think that, I think a lot of times when you see people who live with a lot of chaos, they need to be needed.
Mm-hmm.
They need to have something going all the time. And while she was in that hospital, something was constantly going. Everybody needed her. Like, everybody was afraid of Angelina Jolie's character.
Yeah.
She was the sweet, the innocent, even though she was, like I said, promiscuous,
Mm-hmm.
but out in society, she's the one that everybody's looking at like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not stay in that crazy world?
Yeah. Very good point. A lot of other good supporting characters in this. The late, what's her name? Brittany
Murphy.
She was in this as well. She was kind of a daddy's girl, I guess, is the best way to the best way to put that, I guess. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
She was very isolated, didn't want to deal with the other patients, very pris and proper, and so she was one of the other characters in this.
I thought she did a good job.
I did too, yeah.
She never raised her voice.
Mm-hmm.
She was always very soft-spoken, but
you could tell she was hurting.
you could tell she was very, very sick, very ill, and her father was... Oh, you know what? Let me put it this way. When you watch it, I'll let you infer.
Okay. All right, good enough. Girl Interrupted, I think, is rated R, right?
I believe so, yes.
So it's got language, got a lot of situations out there that not suitable for little ones. So definitely adult movie. So keep it to adults. It's called Girl Interrupted, and you can find it on DVD. Coming up after the break, we're going to review Selena. It's next on KWOC.